Hello everybody, you guys enjoyed the video testing the 22 truncated ammo so much that I decided we should go even further with this series and, well, make it into a series. Today we are going to be putting the 12 gauge Buckshot to the test. I've had so many requests to revisit Buckshot and see if I like it any better than I used to. And so we're going to test it on everything that it's supposed to be able to take, which is mainly deer, and then some things that it's not really meant for as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. This first one is going to be a much longer shot. I really want to test the range on the Buckshot just to see if it can go the distance and take down something at a little bit further than what it's really recommended to be used at. So we're going to go ahead and just do that right there and see if it manages to get into the vitals. I'm going to assume maybe, probably not. Yep, that definitely made it in. Well, we're off to a good start. Yep, that right there is definitely vital blood. That is honestly not what I expected out of a shot that long. That was over 80 meters with Buckshot, and it still managed to get into the lungs of that black-tailed deer at a quartering angle. That's honestly pretty impressive. I am already more impressed with it than I was the first couple times that I've done videos relating to Buckshot. This is a great start. And now, obviously, I will not be able to test Buckshot on everything if I want to get this video out in a timely manner, but we will test it on something from every single class range, or at least the majority of them that it's supposed to be able to take, and then a few a little bit bigger. So we'll take stuff like a couple different deer species, we'll maybe go for a black bear, maybe a grizzly bear, and obviously some of the big game species on Virunga Savanna as well. We'll test it on a good bit of animals, but I'm just going to say right now, we're not going to be able to do every single animal in the game, as that would make this video absurdly long. But honestly, this is a really good start. We had 2 pellets that managed to hit the lung, and in fact, it says 3 did, but that's clearly not in the lung. I don't know what Call of the Wild has been on recently, but that's not lung. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that is not a lung shot. So technically it was only 2 in the lung, and really only one of them seems to have even reached the lung. So a little bit of problem with Call of the Wild's depiction of the shot, but other than that, it did pretty good. All right, for this one, we are going to take down a whitetail deer at a little bit over 50 meters. I figured this will be the next logical step since it is called Buckshot and it's meant for deer primarily. So I figured it'd be great to start with a blacktail and then go straight to a whitetail deer, and this is honestly a pretty good looking buck, so let's just drop that shot into him. Should be going down much quicker, and it definitely is. That honestly did pretty good. I am definitely more impressed with it than I thought I was going to be. It's not taking them down immediately on the spot like I was hoping it would, but it's still doing pretty good. And I don't know if it's maybe because I just really don't use Buckshot, or if it's because the developers have maybe changed something. I don't really know, but it feels like when I shot my Great One Whitetail with the Buckshot from about 50 meters, I didn't have nearly the same results as what we're seeing right here. This seems to have taken it down much quicker, and so it makes me wonder if things have been changed with it, or maybe I just wasn't really getting close enough, or I got a bad shot on that Great One. But it definitely seems like this Buckshot took this whitetail down much quicker than it did my Great One Whitetail from quite a while ago. And if I remember, I'll just insert some footage from that kill right here so we can kind of compare. Maybe I'm thinking of it incorrectly, maybe I've remembered it wrong, but I do believe we were at about the same distance and it did way worse than what it did here. So before we move on to some of the bigger stuff, I really want to test it on something that is definitely one of the smaller things that you can take with Buckshot, the Sika deer. Sika deer are a class 4 animal, just like the black-tailed deer and the whitetail, but they're very, very weak. I mean, you could breathe on these things and they would die, so I'm really curious what Buckshot is going to do to them. Alright, so we got ourselves a level 3 Sika deer right here at about 35 meters. We're going to 0 it to 50 and probably aim a little bit low, and it's now alert. Let's see. Did that make it? It did. So that got into the vitals. The question is, did it get into, like, more than one lung, or was it just 1 or 2 pellets into one lung? Because it died really slow, and I would have expected a Sika deer to die a lot faster to Buckshot. So we're gonna have to see if that was actually a solid hit, and I mean, yeah. that wasn't too bad. I mean, we got, what, 3 of them into the lung? Yeah, it looks like 3 in the lung, and then the rest of them hit, like, the head and the legs. So, definitely an interesting shot. We'll have to go for some more. I don't think that's a really good depiction of what it can do to the Sika deer. But we've got ourselves a level 4 spotted Sika deer up here. I'm going to try and sneak up to about 50 or less and take it down with a broadside shot. I want to see how much it does whenever you get a broadside hit on these guys, because I really feel like it's going to drop them quicker. I don't think that first shot was a good depiction of what it can do to them. I really feel like we can get a better hit. All right, so we are now within 50 meters of this beautiful spotted Sika deer. Honestly, I love the spotted fur variation. I really hope one day we can get a diamond one. But that has been very difficult up to this point. We have not been able to get one. But let's actually 0 to 25 and try to get as close as we can. Sika deer tend to be one of those species that don't spook super often. In fact, I think most of Tiawaroa allows you to get pretty close to animals. So we're going to try doing this right there and then get that one as well. I mean, it didn't drop them once again, which is a little bit disappointing, considering Sika deer are so weak and normally will die to pretty much anything in one hit and pretty much always die on the spot. Seeing the Buckshot hit that many organs and they still run? I don't know. It's just further proof that the Buckshot is not that great in this game. And I mean, in real life, you could probably drop a Whitetail deer with some Buckshot if you got a good place shot at a close range. I could totally see it just putting them down on the spot. But in Call of the Wild, shotguns are just slightly underpowered in most aspects. Especially if you decide to go with the Buckshot. The Buckshot just is not too good. But you know what? Maybe eventually we will move on to some 10 gauge Buckshot and see how that does. If you guys want to see that video, let me know in the comments down below. And be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. And yeah, if you guys want to see the 10 gauge Buckshot video, we'll do that. We are about to take down a black bear with the Buckshot. I have been sneaking up on it for the last like 5 minutes, just kind of looping around here. Probably even more than 5 minutes, to be honest. And we're finally at an area where we are somewhat close to a black bear. Let's see if we can get this thing down with the Buckshot. I really don't know if we can even get it to face us properly. It's looking away currently, and there's actually 2 of them there. Okay, that is going to be the one that we go for. Let's try to thread the needle through the trees, and that'll do it. That right there will do it, I think. Let's see if it takes it down at a good rate. It really doesn't look like it. I mean, it just died, so I guess we got vitals. Honestly, I think that is the closest shot we have been able to take with the Buckshot as of now, and man, to be honest, it took down that black bear quicker than it did the Whitetail and the blacktail deer, I feel. But that was only 5 hits, and this is way above the class range for 12 gauge Buckshot, so that's pretty crazy. And I really feel like this just even further showcases that Call of the Wild needs a bit of a rework to the way the guns and class system works in the game, because there's no reason that I should be able to take a black bear down just as quick as I take down a blacktail deer. That's a little bit wild. Okay, well, that is definitely not something I would like to take down with a Buckshot. I believe that actually could possibly be a diamond. I do got to be careful, though. I don't want to spook up everything, but we need to take this down with the 7mm to make sure that we get it down in one shot with a proper weapon that can actually get full score. I think this could be a diamond Gemsbok. That is an absolute monster right there. I believe I was zeroed improperly. It said 300 after I took the shot, so I got a feeling that we might have got it in the spine, but I think it could have been spine lung because of how quick it dropped, so we'll see. But either way, that was kind of a risky shot right there. And I guess that kind of spoils what we were going to take with the Buckshot next, and that is the Gemsbok. I want to try and get another one to pop out. I just heard a call from over here. So I'd say it's probably safe to say that there is another one near us. We're going to wait for it to come out of the brush and then take it down. In the meantime, we will sneak up to this one that we killed and see if it makes diamond. All right, let's go ahead and see. Is this going to be a diamond Gemsbok? It is not. 322 is still really good, though. That right there is a pretty big female Gemsbok. But definitely does not help us with the buckshot experiment we're doing, so we gotta go find ourselves another one. This test has been a wild roller coaster, with being quite impressed with how it did on the Whitetail to being very disappointed with how it performed on the Sika, and then once again being impressed on how it did with the black bear. At this point, I don't know what to expect with this buckshot. I really feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's going to perform good on things we don't expect it to and perform bad on things that we don't expect it to. It really is a wild card of an ammunition type, and I think that is part of the reason why not a lot of people use it. You never quite know what to expect out of it. You know, there's a lot of animals on Virunga Savanna that are pretty cool, but the Gemsbok has always been one of my favorites. I don't know what it is, I just really enjoy these guys, and I've always had a lot of fun hunting them. And let's go ahead and take down one of them with buckshot. This is something I've never done. Even though I have hunted a lot of Gemsbok because I really do enjoy hunting them, I've never taken one with buckshot. So, we'll see how this performs on them. I got a feeling it's not going to be great, but it might reach lung. There's a chance it could reach the vitals, but we're not going to be able to see that chance until we get a little bit closer. But it looks like, yeah, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign at all. Actually, wow, it made it. That actually did get vitals. Not gonna lie, I saw this and thought it was the hit. That just shows how much I'm paying attention, but it seems that we did get vitals. That's actually kind of crazy, but it's killing it so slow because it is such a big animal. That's insane. I didn't expect it to actually be able to get penetration on a Gemsbok. Really makes me wonder, can we possibly get penetration on a lion or even a Cape Buffalo? That's what we're gonna find out next. Well, we got another Gemsbok right there. Let's just take that guy down if we can, and 2 and 3. That's not exactly like what we want to be doing, but you know what? It was there, so why not? But, this guy is about to die, it seems. And in fact, I imagine it's very, very close. You know, this isn't exactly a good ammo type to be using against Gemsbok. In fact, it's probably a pretty terrible ammo type to be using against them, but it does kill them. I gotta give it that. It did kill this Gemsbok. It just took a very, very long time, so it's not great. But it did penetrate to lung, and that was the one thing that I wasn't sure it would be able to do. But it did it. And in fact, it did pretty good, if I'm being honest. That is not bad at all. And it seems that we're being attacked. Well, looks like we're getting to the test on Cape Buffalo a lot sooner than I expected to. Let's see how this does. Right there, that is not vitals. So that one did not get a vital hit. Let's see if we can maybe get a little bit closer and get that vital hit into this Cape Buffalo. This is honestly the last thing I expected. It charging us to give us the perfect angle to take it down. But if I'm being honest, I don't think we're going to be able to get vitals on the Cape Buffalo. We barely got it on the Gemsbok. I can't see it doing good on the Cape. And somehow it's running away while it's aggressive. So that's wonderful. I think this might be our best opportunity to do a good vital hit. I don't think that got the vitals either. I mean, it is losing health though. It's at 50 to 75 after just one shot and maybe 25-30 seconds after we hit it. So that's not terrible. It's dying at a decent pace. It's just we didn't get the vitals. And that's really what we wanted to test, was if we could get vitals on a Cape Buffalo with the buckshot. And it doesn't seem like that's possible because we shot it from pretty close. So there's a very high chance that I am going to die the second I take a shot. We are sneaking up on a male mythical lion right now, and I don't know where it is. And I'm assuming the second we shoot, it's going to attack us. So this should be interesting. Okay, there it is. There's a lion right in there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but his legs, yeah, there he is. There is our lion. That is a mythical lion right there. Let's do what we can to get a shot into him. I don't know how this is going to go. This is probably going to go terribly if I'm going to take a wild guess. We are currently fully hidden, so that is a positive, but this can't end well. Let's run back as far as we can into the water. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Wow. I thought we were dead there. Not gonna lie. I thought we were dead. I think we killed it too. I saw the health going down really fast. Is it actually possible to kill lions with buckshot? That's ridiculous if that's the case. That is insane. We gotta go grab this thing. I gotta see what the damage is. Wow, that is actually crazy. It barely ran any distance, to be honest. That is about 168 meters. That's pretty crazy. It says 250, but I think I picked up its track before I actually shot it, so... Wow, look at that. 8 hits and every single one of them went into the lung or the liver. That is the last thing that I expected to have happen with a lion versus buckshot. That's honestly insane. That is crazy. How does it barely kill a Sika deer and then kill a lion in almost the same amount of time? Given it took probably an extra 6 or 7 seconds, but still, that's not as big of a gap as I expected between Sika deer and lion. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And I think that's going to bring us to the end of this video. What do you guys think of the buckshot? Did it surprise you guys? Did you see exactly what you expected to see out of this test here? Let me know in the comments and let me know what else you want me to test out here. There's a lot of different things that people really don't ever do in Call of the Wild that I feel could make some really interesting videos like this. So let me know what you guys want me to do. Should I test out the 300 grain arrows? Should I test out 223? Should I test out soft points for different weapons? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the content. If you've watched it this far and you haven't subscribed already, then consider doing so because you're definitely enjoying it if you watch the video all the way through. So thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!